Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. Dafuk post the full version of episode 76. The episode, however, was very epic and interesting. After all, we finally saw the beginnings of a civil war in the Alliance, and how it will affect the Alliance, and whether it will be able to fight both Astro and resolve the conflict within. Also before that, Dafuk answered a lot of questions and just spoilered us some information about episode 77. And today, I'm going to tell you about an additional scene of the full 76 episode. Let's go over all the changes that Dafuk made to the episode, and there are a lot of them. We'll talk again about the Astro Woman and the reason why she changed. Let's revisit G-Man and see what he was up to between episodes 74 and 75. Of course, we'll talk about Astro UFO's conversation with the Duchess and find out who decided to help Titan Cameraman escape from the Astro Toilet Squad. And I'll also tell you in general about episode 77 and its plot. So, sit back, put like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll get started. First of all, it's worth breaking down the news that's been out recently. Dafuk has been throwing some interesting information around, so it's all worth sorting through. Of course, a lot of things that you will see now, it's hard to analyze and make some theory out of it, but still there are important questions that will help us learn more about the new episode and the plot of the series. Let's start perhaps with the funny answers, slowly moving on to the more important ones. Well, first up, here's the most interesting question for you. One of Dafuk channel's Discord participants asked him, did he sympathize with the Duchess between episodes? To which he received a negative answer. But as I think Dafuk just wants to avert suspicion, there's a reason he added that very white oil in the second part of episode 76. Dafuk was also asked if his parsing is better than Databayo's. Well, as you can see, the answer is yes. The disassembly he talks about is a picture with 3 frames. If you are interested, you can click on pause and watch it. In my memory, this is not the first time Databayo has been joked about, and this is the second time Dafuk Boom has made fun of her. It's pretty much in the spirit of Dafuk Boom. And after that, there's another chat message where we see YouTuber Steak next to Hog Rider from the Supercell games, with a caption at the top that says, does he sympathize with this? This is where Dafuk decided to put a heart, unexpectedly. Well, that's it. Now we've found out Dafuk Boom's true love. Congratulations. Okay, I think that's enough of that. We should move on to more interesting questions. Before the full episode, Dafuk said that he would change a lot of things in the episode because originally, Dafuk says he wanted to do things a little differently and also listen to the viewers, deciding to change the episode and make the full episode canonical and part 2 not. We also learned that there's a possibility that Dafuk Boom tell us and show us the size of the Titans. This we learned from a question that was asked by the channel's Discord admin, and Dafuk put like on that question, so it's probably a positive answer. Well, we wait for the sizes of the Titans. And in the meantime, write in the comments how tall you think each Titan is. Speaking of Titans, there was another question, who is stronger, Titan Cameraman or TV Man Titan? There was no specific answer here. Dafuk put a thoughtful smiley face. Yeah, it's a shame he didn't say it directly. It would have been interesting to know which of these big guys is stronger. We also learned that Dafuk doesn't like Dom Studio very much. When asked about them, he left a smiley face with a cross on it. Well, weird actually. Apparently Dafuk decided to press the issue to the end so that Dom Studios would change for the better, like the good old days. And also, such statements in such a mild form doesn't mean that he hates them. He probably already has a neutral attitude towards these authors. I don't think Dafuk meant to be negative. So yeah, it's just that Dafuk is not interested in this universe, but they still have a friendly relationship. Well, now for the most interesting part, there was a question about whether the Titans will appear in the new 77th episode, and Dafuk answered in the affirmative. In principle, I did not doubt it. I was fully confident that the 77th episode will show us Titans, maybe even a few, and now I'll explain why I was so sure. But before I do, I want to tell you about my toilet run game. Yes, you heard right. My team and I have created Skibidi Toilet game, and specially in honor of it, there is a promotion with Secret Agent, which you can get for free. The point of the game is to escape from the evil Skibidi policeman and score as many points as possible. You can already download the game on the Play Market, so I'll leave the link in the description. Be sure to download and leave your feedback, We really want to have your opinion. And in the future, we will add the game also on iPhones. Well, now let's continue. It has been said many times that episode 77 will be epic and very interesting. From this, I had an assumption that not only Titans will appear in it, but also G-Man. See, if you think back, the first appearance of G-Man was in episode 7. That's when he appeared as Skibidi Toilet's general. And later, in almost all episodes where there is a number 7, G-Man appeared. 17, 47, 57, 67. All of those episodes featured G-Man. And now the new episode contains 2 sevens. We can say we will see the rebirth of G-Man, as episode 7 is essentially his birth. And who will he be reborn into? That's right, a Titan. He will be the new Titan in the series. I'm assuming he's going to be very powerful. If he was a stylish menace under normal enhancements, imagine what he'll be like as a Titan. That's where we'll finally see the full power of G-Man. Also, you and I know that Dafuk will split the 77 episode into 3 parts, and there will be a very important and new character for the story. It might be, as many are saying it will be PK Men, but I think it will be someone else. Since before adding a new race, we need to reveal the old ones in more detail, as many agents deserve their more interesting reveals. But anyway, new characters are only a good thing. I think now it's worth taking apart the full version of episode 76. There's a lot of things changed, and there was also 1 extra scene. So now we're going to go through the episode again. Let's start perhaps with the fact that the initial phrases of the TV men about the agents are gone, except for one last one. I basically understand why Dafuk decided to remove almost all of the TV men's phrases. The first version of that conversation sounded too violent, and it's unlikely that the agents cooperated with them at all after that. If the first version was canon, the TV men would have been kicked out of the Alliance long ago. Sure, the fodder phrase sounds just as harsh, but still only one TV man said that phrase, and it didn't seem like a massive disrespect to the agents. Next, what Dafuk decided to change was the appearance and character of the new character, Astro Woman. The way I see it, the first version was more romanticized, but the new Astro Woman is not inferior to it, but you can see that she became more bloodthirsty, although she started to look more attractive. Well, waiting for G-Man to win her heart. By the way, we also realized that she is able to shoot not only from her eyes, but also from her mouth. From this, we can assume that the energy of the special Skibidi Toilets is contained within them, and they are able to release it as they wish. Perhaps this energy flows like blood in the body of the special Astros. The next thing worth mentioning is that Dafuk added subtitles to the Astro Toilet conversation. Now you and I can find out what they were talking about and speculate what their goals are and what kind of war plan they are preparing. This is what their conversation sounded like. Someone is interfering with our communication. The unit pursuing the Titan is missing. Are you sure you want to get involved? To which the Duchess replied, I'm not missing anything. The Astro UFO interrupts her and says, go ahead with the plan. From this conversation, it became clear to us that the Astro UFO is, first of all, a supervising Astro Toilet who oversees the mission on Earth. That is, although he is not powerful, but the Astro leader is the one who was given this mission to oversee the war. Most likely, the Astro UFO has shown himself very well before, which means he is very reliable, but I don't think he will be able to fulfill his mission this time. But, okay. We also realized that the squad that was chasing the Titan disappeared, and how is unknown. Maybe this squad was destroyed by someone, but it's not clear yet which Titan we're talking about. I think you know which Titan we're talking about. Our cameraman. Perhaps he was rescued by someone, or he was able to deal with them himself, but there is no exact data yet. We'll probably find out in episode 77. By the way, I have a guess that it was Dafuk who helped the Titan. Before this Astro UFO said that someone interferes with their communication. That is, communication. And who we have connected with such technology, right, Dafuk? He may have cut off communication with this squad on purpose, so they couldn't send a distress signal in case of an attack. It's unlikely that Secret Agent himself decided to attack the Astro. Maybe it's some character we'll only see in episode 77. Write your suggestions on this. By the way, it's even possible that G-Man is involved, since we saw relatively recently that G-Man had green orbs, and it's quite possible that the two of them were able to free our favorite Titan cameraman. There's also something else I'd like to mention. The symbols on Astro Woman have changed. Whereas before her sigil stood for love and romance, this symbol has yet to be unmasked. In addition to all this, Dafuk left a new scene with the TV man at the Alliance base at the end. There we see how all the agents were watching the cameraman of episode 76, and when he died, very sorry about it. And right there was the TV man who said that agents are fodder and samples are more important. Here we see how cameramen are not happy with him and the situation in general. And here stands the same TV man with Astro's development and orders them to scrutinize it. After that, camera woman can't stand it and throws a TV set at him, and then another cameraman supports camera woman and throws a huge and powerful computer at him. And after that, he shows his middle finger. After such tricks, TV man beams and says they will regret it. So we've seen a direct threat from the TV man. Well, there's a civil war coming in the Alliance, and it's not the best option in this position. But anyway, the TV men are overreacting, and I'm sure a lot of agents are sick of it and aren't going to stand for it. But what's going to happen in episode 77? I already said that G-Man's appearance in this episode will definitely happen. We will see his rebirth, so to speak. And I'll also remind you that the episode will be divided into 3 parts, and there will be Titans and some new character. This all gives us a good boost to come up with theories about episode 77. And for you, I've prepared a special video that will be released tomorrow. So subscribe to the channel and press the bell so you don't miss it. Bye.